I imagine what the haters are going to say is the Patriots are lucky. And you're lucky you got Jarrett Stidham, and you're lucky that you had their kicker missing a few kicks, even though one was blocked. You're lucky the path that you had. You're lucky that, you've had some balls bounce your way. I mean, Drake May's fumbled a million times in this postseason. They pretty much have all bounced back to the Patriots. I imagine if there's any knock on the Pats, that's what you'll hear. And I don't think it's disrespectful that Seattle's favored. I think Seattle probably should be favored. They're battle-tested. They had a great regular season.
Yeah.
I still don't love Darnold, but he played great yesterday. They beat the Rams. They beat the Rams a couple of times. The Pats don't have those types of wins on their resume. I don't think it's disrespectful that Seattle's favored at all. Do you think that narrative that the Pats are lucky to be here is fair?
No, I don't. I agree with you that people are going to find ways to sort of twist themselves around a little bit and not give credit when a team is in the playoffs, or in the Super Bowl, because all year long it was like, oh, the schedule's easy. It's like, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but they just beat 3 playoff teams? Must have, right? Kind of has to be. And on top of that, 3 of the 5 best defenses. There's already those stats going around, this would be the opposite of the hater, which would point out no team has ever played 3 top 5 defenses on the way to a Super Bowl and might have to play another one.
They're going to be playing another one in the Super Bowl, yeah.
So that's what's going on. They've been able to beat top defenses. But no, this is people sort of defending whatever their previous take was. The fool's gold take and things like that. So I don't think it's like a ton of people that feel that way, because at some point you do have to tip your cap to the team that's in the Super Bowl. And it might be a New England thing, right? Because people are so sick of New England being good, and they thought maybe they'd be down for longer than that they were. So there's going to be people that are pissed about that. But I was looking up another team that I don't feel like gets the, they were lucky, or they were like they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl tag. So 2022 season, the Philadelphia Eagles made the Super Bowl. They didn't win it. That was the year that they lost to Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. But they made the Super Bowl. Similar thing. They were 14-3. Do you remember, and I would guess most people probably don't, unless you're an Eagles fan,
who they beat en route to the Super Bowl?
The 2 teams. So they had a bye. So they only had 2 games before the Super Bowl.
2022. I do not.
They beat Daniel Jones and the Giants by like 100 points. And then Brock Purdy got hurt in the first quarter, and they played Josh Johnson and the San Francisco 49ers, who was signed like a week or 3 weeks earlier.